All right, here's our final walkthrough. So the floors in here were original. We just cleaned them up. The homeowner I purchased the property from did the floors a couple years before because they planned on selling it. So obviously we rewired the entire house. So certain things changed, like on the exterior, we got rid of the porch light. We just went to a coach, and then we added it to the switch here. Right, this light, there was no light in the living room here at all. So we added that, we wired that up. We added crown mold around in here. These windows were original. Some of the windows that you see that are new vinyl that have storms on them still are because I haven't had time to do brake metal on the outside, so I'm just leaving the storm windows on and we'll come back. We actually have a tenant moving in tomorrow. But as you can see, we added a bunch of outlets. We changed a lot of stuff. Kept the old registers. These are really expensive to replace on the older style houses. So we sandblasted them and painted them. Same with the air returns. Sandblasted them black paint. Like I said, this floor was here. Did agreeable gray walls, vinyl windows. Every window in this place is new. So, came out really good. Obviously, every light fixture. Kitchen layout. The kitchen came out pretty good. It's a small kitchen. Didn't have big kitchens back then. So kind of basically kept it the same layout as the old place. We actually had to change some things here last minute. So I have more cabinets coming in. They're not in yet. I'm kind of rushing the tenant. It's actually like the 21st today. So I wasn't planning on having a tenant till the 1st, you know, so a little bit a rushed move-in date. So anyway, original plan was when I wired this place, we were going to have the refrigerator here. We were going to have the stove there. We're going to have a 15, a 15, 15, 15, and then a 30 by 15 upper cabinet. I have a gas line back there. I was going to get a gas stove. But after I put this is the smallest, well, actually really the biggest fridge we could get into this kitchen, rental grade, that's kind of higher end and nice. It's actually a dent and scratch model. Get up close here, you can see it's got some dents, but we got a good deal on it. It's $500. So Whirlpool, happy with it. It's just big enough for a rental. I like it. I mean, I would use it. We ended up having to change our plan because when I put the fridge here, the stove sticks out like 25, you know, to the handle here. Well, that sticks out like 34. So it was like out to here. And then it was blocking more of this cabinet. So originally in this kitchen, we had the chimney here. And then there was another bump out here for a laundry chute. Well, I deleted that because I wanted more kitchen space. You know, so I could get this more cabinet space in, right? But that also required, if anything pushed out here, you know, I kind of buried that. So, I mean, I was really limited here of what we could do. The stacks in the wall right there, you got an air duct right here, so there wasn't really much we could delete or change. You have this massive dining room that no one's probably really going to use. It would have been great to bump this wall out and move all this, but then you interrupt the built-in, you got ductwork, you got plumbing to move. It just, I had to do what would make sense. I'm not living here, it's a rental property, so we did what we had to do. So anyway, we got a dishwasher. We have an electric range, and the reason we're doing electric is it's easier since the electrical panel is down there. We're just gonna run an electric wire from back there right over to there, and it'll be easy, and then it's done. So I still have my base cabinet coming in. I have a 12 coming for here. I had a 15, but it wouldn't work opening the drawers with the trim. So if I do a bump out, you know, filler piece with a 12 and then a piece of counter, each countertop has its own plug on either side. So if you have coffee makers or anything, phone chargers, whatever. And then I also have a cabinet that'll go here, but I'm going to leave this open just because you have the storage space available really on top of from the refrigerator. Most people use the top of the refrigerator for storage, especially in a rental. So we're going to move the stove cabinet over to here. We're going to have a 30 by 15. And then I have another 36 tall 15 cabinet we're going to put here. So it'll be, you know, with the depth of the chimney, it won't stick out, you know, like a base cabinet would. You know, I would love to get something over here, but then you got the swing of the door, you know, I don't know. It'll just cut it too close. I mean, maybe a 9 Might be able to get a 9 over here, but that's also something we can do once the tenants are in place. I just need a functional kitchen, and as of right now, they can live here. I mean, this thing's ready to go. So, yeah, I'm just gonna run that wire, and I got another 24 by 36 like this going here. So that'll be nice. And then this, you know, this wall doesn't get anything on it because, you know, just it's not going to. The whole room's ran on 20 amp, so 12.2. So if they want a microwave cart here, they want a microwave over here, or since they're gonna have the cabinet here, they could do the mount, and then we can run the electrical for it. So just kind of wait until they move in, and I'm gonna see what they want to do. And then, you know, we'll change things from there. So, yeah, we'll go in the basement first. That's fine. So we got LVP down to the landing here. You know, new stair nose, everything. Obviously, this doorway, we went with just, you know, 1x4 pine. We had, you know, the block here, so we had to kind of trim this out and custom make these side skirts so that it didn't damage the drywall. And then in this hallway too is popcorn. The up hall was Spanish textured, so we skimmed the wall and then Spanished it. And it looks pretty good. I actually like a Spanish texture. Some people don't. It's easy to blend too. If you ever get damages, it's easy to re-Spanish. So yeah, but yeah, this whole landing is all completely new, brand new wood, because it was sagging real bad. I only got one coat of gray on these floors, so it's not done yet. You can see actually in some spots it's still wet. I have a toilet going in down here, over here. So I'm gonna have a toilet put in, you know, new utility tub here. You can see that the whole house is rewired, all new electrical. I deleted all the old shit, got it out of the ceiling. You can see the subfloor is new because the kitchen was new. New drain tie-in over here to the stack because the old drain that went down over here failed, and I cut up this concrete here and just filled it back in. So, yeah, oh shit. Well, I just ruined that wet paint. Oh well. We're doing a second coat, so not a big deal. But yeah, so this is all new. This will be nice functional basement. I think the people will be pretty happy with it. It used to be kind of partially finished, but I think there was water coming in, but I rerouted downspouts for now until I can fix them here in the nice weather coming up, because when I bought the house it was January and I couldn't do anything. But new main shutoff valve, change that. That's the big one. As long as that one's done. Some of these older ones, I usually change them all in my houses, but if they really aren't leaking, I don't find a reason to change them other than the main. So the main's done. That way, if I ever need to get in here for a maintenance call while tenants live in here, I can shut the water off and I know that's not going to leak and I'm not going to have an issue, you know, so I can actually shut the water off to the house. So, I'm going to take this sock off. To go upstairs is pretty simple. Kept the original front door. We just painted it. We just did rental grade carpet. I usually like LVP or try to sand the hardwood floors, but these floors were real rough. This house sagged. I did a ton of work jacking it up downstairs, and LVP would have failed up here or would have looked wonky and weird. So cheap carpet hides it. $2 a square foot up here. I kept the original hardwood doors. I usually go with a 6-panel hollow core, so then I don't have to use the old knob style. But these are okay for now. I mean, if I go to replace them or whatever, the doors, you know, obviously I won't have to go with this style. But I figured, hey, you know, the doors were in actually pretty good shape. They painted up fine. I changed a bunch of the hardware to soft close modern hinges. That's a touch that a lot of people don't do. But they're not perfect. They really aren't, because you have the old cutouts from the other hardware and stuff like that. Or sometimes they're bigger and they're different on every door because people have repaired them time and time again over 100 years that the house is built. So they're not perfect, but you know, new closet rods, all the doors shut really nice. I went around and made sure they all latched good so they're not hanging up. I had a bunch I had to plane and make nice. Yeah, and all vinyl windows. I don't know if I said the paint color before, but I do agreeable gray. It's a common Sherwin Builder color. And God, I mean, those sound good. Like, there's no noise. Soft close hinges, man, they're where it's at, really. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to these rooms. It's just small little bedrooms. Updated everything, you know, the electrical's good. But 3-bed, attic, there's nothing to the attic. The garage is built 2 years ago. The owner told me he paid like $35,000 for the garage. It's heated and insulated, brand new everything. Garage is a beautiful, beautiful add to this house. Hopefully a refi is pretty good because of that. These I didn't do anything with. We just painted them. And then the bathroom, same kind of thing. Updated the hinges, you know, new hardware. This, all I did was change the shower diverter or the valve because it was just acting up. I don't know, it was an issue. I tried repairing it, I tried changing it, changing the cartridge out. It just wasn't doing any good. I just go with these Home Depot $150 Moen ones. I put them in all my houses and it works. I was originally going to take this surround out and do tile, but I was like, hey, you know, this is actually a pretty nice setup. It's less maintenance. It's easier to clean. The hell with it. All I did was add a light overhead, so it wasn't as dark, because I usually cut all these out and do full height in my bathrooms, but I was like, screw it. I got easy access in the attic. I'm just going to drop a light in, and I'm sure that'll be a nice touch. This had an old vanity in here. Obviously, I had this left over from a job. A bunch of stuff was left over from a job. I was originally going to do like a granite or a quartz and do an undermount and make it kind of higher end. I left it because I was rushing for a tenant. So it's just laminate, top mount, you know. But it's nice, you know. And all the plumbing is new, because when I had the kitchen gutted, I updated all the plumbing. It's the original toilet. This little closet here doesn't even have a door. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't do much in here. Left the original mirror, changed the light. I updated the light, obviously. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty big vanity. I'm sure a woman will love this, you know. Most of the houses, you don't get this big of a vanity, especially in this area of town. So most of the time it's a 24 or 30, and you got a small little setup. But the kitchens are usually better in the bungalows, but then the bathrooms layouts are kind of shittier. So this is actually a decent bathroom. I mean, I like this bathroom. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the house. There's nothing really to show you in the attic. I showed you everything. I suppose I could go out to the garage real quick. Might as well, and give you a run through. Let us go out. Driveway's a little, it's got some life in it. I got a bunch of stuff to clean up here at the end of the project. Obviously, new door. I had PVC trimmed it around. I'm eventually going to vinyl side it. But yeah, I mean, this thing's 2 years old. There's not going to be anything wrong over here. It's got materials and stuff to get out of here. So yeah, it's got electric, heat. It's got it all out here. Oh, this is it. That's the project. Even all the exterior lighting, even I did new. New windows. The roof's, 10 to 12 years old. This will be a good one. Hopefully it refis out and I can get my money. I'm all into the project. I guess I'll save that for a different video. So just want to do a walkthrough. That's not too important.